Let's take a look at one of our favorite crypto, Dogecoin. Last time we looked at Dogecoin was on October the 16th when we were begging Doge to go up by just one more penny. Here is a quick recap. Doge is trading at about 23.9 cents or over this 10 days moving average. Volume is also picking up. That is a good sign. The key for us is to see whether or not Doge can regain some of this gain and close the day over this red line, which is the 10 days moving average. And the closing time for today's trading session is at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Doge needs to close today at or above 23.7 cents. Stabilize over that for a couple days. Then cross over this very critical now, the 50 days. I'm looking at about 24.5 cents. Then the next critical resistance would be at this trend line, and that is right at around 25.5 cents. If those can cross over and trade over, that would very much clear most of the major resistance. Then those should be able to run to the target price of 32 cents. Fast forward, this is the daily chart for Dogecoin, and the data I have is to about 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on October the 18th. The chart is looking very promising. And to be honest, it's been a long time since I can say that. Let me just zoom in on this area here. Last time when we looked at Doge was on October the 16th. We wanted Doge to be able to close the day above the red line, which is the 10 days moving average. And we got our wish. Doge closed over that. And yesterday, earlier during the day, seller drove the price down. Those retested our line in the sand, which is right at 22.5. But buyer stepped in, pushed the price up, and those ended up closing the day above the 10 days. And after that, buyer took over and we got our wish. They gave us that extra penny that I was looking for. Those ran up over 24.5 cents. That was my wish price. Because at 24.5 cents, it would be above this white line, which is the 50 days moving average. And then buyer continue to push the price up. Those spike up all the way to about 27 cents, retested this prior high. And also, very important, cross over this major resistance line. The price started. Doge is right now trading at 25.6 cents or about 8% higher than yesterday. Volume definitely picked up. That is a great sign. The stochastic oscillator is definitely showing this upward momentum. We see this crossover here where the blue signal line now is leading the red line. That is a very good sign. Like I said before, volume pick up. Bollinger Band formed very nicely. And Doge is in the process of riding this upper band. The 10 days moving average, it was trending down. Now it is reversing direction. And it's very soon, I would say within the next day or so, the 10 day would then cross over and leap the 50 day. That would be a very bullish sign and exactly what we need to see happen. Now, this is what's really important. Doge was able to cross over this very important major resistance trend line. What we really need those to do is to be able to retain some of this gain and close today at or above 25.5 cents. That would definitely clear this major resistance. If those can do that, then I do expect those to run up to our target price of 32 cents. Then I would expect those to be able to zigzag its way and hit our first target at 32 cents as part of the breakout of this falling wedge. And the chart is also pointing to the possibility that after reaching this first target at 32 cents, Doge can potentially run up a lot further. This chart compares Dogecoin with Shiba. I like to do that because I want to make a point that the longer it takes to consolidate, the higher the price can run up to the minute its breakout. From around the third week in May, Shiba very much traded sideways within this very narrow range, extremely boring, until about the beginning of October. That's when the price spiked out. When the price spiked out, we see this huge move up. Shiba retested this prior all-time high. The Bollinger Band was extremely tight, and then you see it expanded as Shiba exploded to the upside. That is exactly what I'm seeing with Dogecoin. Beginning around the first week in June until now, which is about, I would say almost what is like 4.5 months. Those very much traded sideways, very boring. Bollinger Band continue to build. It gets tighter and tighter as more momentum is being built up. And now with Shiba slowing down, all of the attentions are being put back on Doge again. Doge is making the move, and the minute Doge go past the 32 cents, that would be our first target. I believe that with the momentum building up, Doge could easily run up and retest the prior high of the 75 cents. But before we get ahead of ourselves and start talking about those retesting the prior high, first thing first, Doge needs to close today at or above this critical price level, 25.5 cents. Because at 25.5 cents, Doge would be trading above this very important resistance. Stabilize over that, then I am looking at Doge breeze its way to our first target price of 32 cents. A close below 25.5 means that Doge is still trading below this critical downward trend line. If Bitcoin were to retrace, then there's a very good probability that the price would retrace. And we are looking at Doge retesting this line in the sand again, and we definitely do not want to see that happen. But in summary, I do believe that Doge is making a major move in this reversal in price. What's really impressed me is I'm starting to see volume pick up. That is a very good sign. We'll revisit Doge again later on tonight or tomorrow. That's it for this video, and don't forget to click that like button and reward me with a like if you appreciate the content that I'm presenting. Also, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button and subscribe, and make sure you turn notification on. And if you have Twitter, make sure you follow me at Vietmaxim, because I provide constant update on all of our favorite cryptos.